Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy 2024. It is the first day of the new year and I am so excited to, one, be feeling better because I was dealing with a little bit of a virus for the last few days. But two, I am so excited at the start of a new year. I'm one of those suckers that just loves a fresh start. You can have a fresh start at the dawn of every new day, right? But something about the start of the new year just feels like it's the best time to think about making some positive changes in your life. And every year I kind of set some goals for myself. So I actually have not done that yet. I plan on sitting down this week and just laying out some personal goals for myself. And I'm just really looking forward to a year that is filled with positivity and fun and time with my family and my friends, and just making fun a little bit more of a priority this year. I feel like I didn't really make that as much of a priority last year, and I think I missed out a little bit because of it. So anyway, fun is going to be a part of my year this year. I wish all the same for you and whatever else it is that you are looking to accomplish as well. But this first video of the year, actually probably this first week or so of the year, is going to be filled with favorites from 2023. So just favorites from different categories. I thought about keeping it to just 5 items, but I feel like whenever I limit myself to a specific amount of things, I always end up wanting to put in 1 or 2 bonus items anyway. So the way that I'm going to handle these videos is I'm going to try to keep it to under 10 just for the interest of time. But believe me, in any of these categories, I could give you top 20, top 30s. There's so many things that I'm not even going to be able to mention. But I'm just going to talk about all of the things that I absolutely loved in 2023. Either new things that I purchased or things that I already had in my collection that I maybe rediscovered and really started focusing in on using more. But yeah, it's just favorites, you guys. And like I mentioned, I will try to keep it to a reasonable amount of favorites. I'm not necessarily telling you guys to go out and purchase these things, but I will always list and link everything in the description box right below each of the videos. So for today, I will list and link all of the perfumes that I'm going to be sharing. So we are kicking the year off with fragrance because this is one of my obsessions in life. It has been for a very long time. I remember being a very young girl and just always being so enthralled with women's fragrances. Whenever my mom and I would go out to the grocery store, I was always the little kid that would take note about how the fancy ladies at the grocery store would smell sometimes. You know, especially if I saw someone who was dressed really well and they just had a beautiful perfume on to boot. I was like, that's a fancy lady. I aspire to be that. Am I a fancy lady at the age of 45? No. I'm still dressing in my Costco, Gap, and American Eagle wear, but it's fine. At some point, I will become that fancy lady. But anyway, I have some perfumes here that I want to share with you guys. You're not going to be surprised at kind of the base fragrance in all of these. I'm a huge vanilla fan, so you're going to see quite a bit of vanilla here. And I know there's going to be comments about, what about this one? What about that one? This is a category, you guys, where I could give you 50 favorites. I'm not even kidding. I love to change up my fragrance, but there's a few things that I found myself reaching for over and over again, and those were the fragrances that I decided to select. So let's get started. I'm gonna kind of sandwich the one that's a little bit different from all of these in the middle. It's a floral. I brought in a floral because I know people do like a floral, but we're gonna get started with one of the most affordable discoveries of 2023. And if you don't have this and you're a vanilla lover, this is the one where I would be like, listen, she's pretty affordable. You can find her at Ulta. You can also combine a coupon with her. She's worth snagging for under 20 bucks. I'm just telling you. By the way, I will also have some more fragrances coming from this Pacifica perfume line coming up here soon. this is such a great line of fragrances, and I definitely am interested in trying more from their perfume lineup. So this is Silver Moon from Pacifica. I will tell you, this is literally how it comes to you in a box. There is no fancy lid. Like it's just delivered like this, which is fine. I don't think it needs a fancy lid necessarily, but if you're looking for a lid, it just doesn't exist. So I'm not actually wearing perfume today quite yet. So I'm gonna kick off the new year with my beloved Silver Moon, because this one is just did you see that mist? Oh, like so good, such a good mist. Okay, this is warm, cozy, ambered vanilla. You're gonna hear me use that description quite often here. I definitely have I have a thing, like a certain type of scent. And anything that smells just warm and cozy and like you're wrapping yourself in like a cashmere just shawl or something beautiful and warm and cozy. This is the type of scent that I think about for like a specific like vibe like that, where you're just looking to wrap yourself in warmth and coziness. This scent gives it to me. I think this could actually be a wonderful year-round scent, but this is especially lovely during the fall and winter months. But honestly, I will probably put this on in the spring and summer as well. It has a decent lasting power. Honestly, this perfume, for the price point, the longevity of it, the projection of it, I think is absolutely fantastic. Like I said, if this one doesn't float your vibe, they do have other fragrances, and I will be reviewing some more, but this is the first one that I ever tried, and oh man, was it an amazing choice. So again, if you're going for that like warm cashmere shawl type vibe with that beautiful kind of base of vanilla, you gotta check this one out. So good. Sticking with Yield vanillas, listen, there's never gonna be a year where I don't think I'm gonna mention this particular one. This is Vanilla Woods by the Seven Virtues. And this is actually my second full bottle of it, and I am almost done with my travel sized one that I have in my purse as well. I love this scent. Again, we have a warm vanilla here, but this one also has a little bit of that like orchid type vibe to it. Again, very warm, very cozy smelling. Just a touch of like a spiciness to this one as well, but it's not like an overly spicy scent. But again, you have that beautiful presentation of vanilla that just comes across as very inviting. Definitely like another like ambered vanilla type scent as well. Definitely different from Silver Moon, but in the same family for sure. If you've never tried the Seven Virtues fragrances, they're so lovely. Blackberry Lily is another one that I love. Now, they just discontinued that one last year, but they are a clean fragrance brand that I think has absolutely amazing projection, incredible longevity. The price point, it's up there. This one's a little bit more spendy, but it is worth the splurge. Like, I would purchase this one at full price. Like, if I lost this bottle, there's no way that I could wait until the spring Sephora sale to save 20%. I would at the very least go get a travel size of it to get me through until the spring. It's so good, you guys. And a lot of you have purchased this on my recommendation and have told me that you've fallen in love with it, and that makes me so happy to hear. All right, let's go into something a little bit different, and it's kind of a sweet, sugary scent. I couldn't decide between this one and the Skylar Boardwalk Delight in terms of like my favorite super sweet scent of 2023, but the Clean Reserve Sparkling Sugar won out. I bought this back in the spring. I actually saw it in an ad where they had like Jaclyn Hill of all people talking about the perfume. And the way that Jaclyn described it in that video is actually what like caused me to pop over to Sephora and start checking it out. And as soon as I read through the fragrance notes, I thought, yeah, like I'm just gonna go ahead and buy the mega size of it. So this is like the 3.4 ounce size, and look at the dent that I put in this last year. This one is delicious. This is giving me some sugary sweet candy vibes for sure. There's not really any vanilla in here per se, but it is a very smooth, sweet scent. I don't think it's cloying. It has a touch of like a light, clean, very light, clean floral note. But the emphasis here is just on that sweet, sugary goodness. It's not really like cotton candy per se, but it could kind of lean in that direction, you know, like that sweet, fluffy, marshmallowy touch of floral goodness. I love this one. It's so good, you guys. Clean Reserve is another brand that I have a couple of fragrances from now. Actually, I think I have 3, and it's a brand that I am definitely intrigued in terms of trying more from. So you'll probably see more from Clean Reserve this year for sure. All right, next we're gonna go back to, let's go back to the vanillas for a second. Now these two, I've had this one longer. This is the Namat Vanilla Musk Oil. I started with this. And then after they came out with the Vanilla Musk perfume, I purchased that this past year as well. And this one is just a classic, almost like vanilla cupcake type scent. It is more of an edible vanilla fragrance. And I love pairing the oil with the perfume because I feel like this increases the overall lasting power of this. It also just adds a little bit more oomph. It is, because it is one of those more gourmand vanillas, I feel like you definitely want to have your skin moisturized when you apply this. It doesn't have, I would say, the longest longevity to it, but it's worthwhile, especially if you pair it with the oil. I think you're going to get a lot more longevity out of this one if you pair it with the oil. The oil is quite affordable. I think I paid around $20 for this. Now the perfume itself is right around $60. And I hate to like say to get both together, but if you really love the scent, you are going to get the most in terms of the overall strength and projection by pairing them together. So that's why I'm sharing them together, but I think you could go either way. If you've never tried this oil, this is the first like perfume oil, if you will, that I've tried that actually stays put on my skin. It is delightful, and it just also provides like a little nice dose of hydration to the skin as well wherever you apply it. Oh, I love it. And this also I use as a base for a lot of these perfumes. So specifically where I'm spraying the fragrance, I will put this oil down first, and it just kind of helps to increase, again, the overall strength, the projection, the lasting power of the fragrance on the skin. So this is fantastic. All right, the last two. Let's do the floral here, just so we can end it with a gourmand, which is really where my heart lies. But this is Floral Street. I really love their is it the Wild Orchid fragrance? I think it's their Wild Orchid. That one is another incredible vanilla, would recommend. But this year I had the opportunity to try their Sweet Almond Blossom fragrance, which one came with the most gorgeous artwork. So this is called Almond Blossom. It's an actual Vincent van Gogh painting at the Vincent van Gogh museum in, I think it's in Amsterdam, I believe. So they actually have a partnership with this museum, and so this is why they're able to put this artwork on this bottle. You guys, this particular floral, you really smell that almond blossom note, and it is so beautiful. This is a very soft, pretty, very feminine, kind of lighter floral. As we go into the spring, this will become one of my top recommendations to check out, because I think this is a great transitional scent from the winter into the spring, and then throughout the entire spring and even into the summer. This is so pretty, so light. This makes me feel like I want to put on like a white gauzy dress and like, I don't know, go out in the garden. I don't have a garden, but you know, makes me want to go out and do like cute girl stuff, you know, with like a big sun hat, that type of vibe. It's just so light and airy. I love it. So if you're looking for something that's a beautiful, light, clean floral with a pretty undertone of just a soft muskiness, this one here is absolutely delightful, worth checking out. Floral Street can be found at Sephora, so you should be able to smell this in store. If you are a little iffy on florals, go sniff it out. Telling you, not gonna be disappointed. That's delicious. Love it. Okay. We're gonna end it with Commodity Milk. This is actually one of my like newer fragrances that I picked up during the recent Sephora sale. This is a true gourmand, you guys. This also has a little bit of, I believe it's mahogany in it. And I can kind of smell like the deepness from that mahogany in this scent. But this reminds me of like a perfectly toasted marshmallow. It smells edible, like it is borderline edible. But you also, again, get that little bit of almost like a smokiness, which is, I think, that mahogany note for sure here. It's creamy, it's warm. I'm telling you, it almost smells edible, but it really does come across as like a perfectly toasted, warmed marshmallow. And if that's your vibe, oh man, is this worth splurging on? I'm telling you. Also, incredible lasting power from this one here. This one is the expressive. They do have different versions. So if you're looking for something that, they have the bold, which I can't imagine wanting this any like stronger or more intense than it is, but I might try the gold this year, at least in like a travel size, just to be able to compare. And they also have like a lighter version of this as well. But for me, the expressive, perfect lasting power, absolutely fantastic. I love it. This one was such a great find this year, and I'm really happy to have it in my collection, and it was worth splurging on the mega size here. This is going to be enjoyed for many years to come in my collection. I know that. So anyway, I want to know what your guys' favorite perfume picks, whether you discovered them in 2023 or whether you brought fragrances into 2023 that you loved for years. Let me know your favorites. List them in the comments down below. Let me know if you have some suggestions for me for fragrances to try in 2024. Like I said, I really want to get more into the perfume realm of things. I still have a lot of perfumes in my collection that I'd still like to review here on my channel. Just things that I've had over the years that have stuck with me because I think they're great scents. So, and I think the vast majority are probably still available. There might be a few discontinued things here and there, but that might be a good video, like my favorite discontinued perfumes. Those are so hard to use, you guys. I struggle with it, but I'm a big believer in using your perfume. So no matter what the occasion, put the fragrance on. It does you no good just sitting in your closet. Sport that stuff every single day, even if you're not leaving the house. It's for your personal enjoyment more than anything else. So, all right, you guys, have a great rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow for the second video in my favorites, and we're gonna be talking about some hair stuff tomorrow. So if you're interested, make sure that you subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.